Hey, welcome to the Depot. Today in the mines, we're going to learn how not to decorate your WoW house. And here today we have both a Horde and Alliance house, both needing to be decorated, both needing a redecoration at the very least. So we're going to tear everything down on my Horde house today, and we're going to just build. We're going to build normally. Everything I have is what we're going to use. We're not going to go out and get anything else new. Just be content with what I own. Alright, so we're starting here in the Horde house, like I said. This is the original layout. The story here is it's owned by my Nightborn, who has a little earthen friend and roommate who he met while on his travels in Dornegal. And so they moved in together, cheaper rent. Art imitates life. And this is his room. This is Odolin's room. And the rest of the house and estate is owned by my Nightborn. And as you can see, it's still mostly Blood Elf themed, but it is still elvish. I have a little tower design going here. I thought it would be fun based on the outside. There originally used to be more decoration, but I was already mid-process of tearing it down. We had like a bedroom with a little wine room and a bar, but I tore it all down. And this is the outside of the house we have here. So as you can see, it's a big tower aesthetic. You can only get up here by flying, so it's not the smartest thing, but I wish they'd give us some like mini teleport item or something that would let you teleport between rooms. I think that would be really fun and good utility. But at the very least, I might build some stairs until then. But that's not very elvish, we have a lot of these high lofty towers that you just are expected to get up to. Nice little lounge out here. A corked gigantic bottle of wine. Little hookah. Nice little Nightborn relaxing area. Look out into the distance. It's actually, I kind of like the rainy ambiance. It feels nice. Let's head back inside and tear everything down. I was told there's used to be a bug that if you deleted a room with stuff in it, sometimes certain things would stay. So I just want to make sure I don't have that happening, and I want to remove all the decor I had. Yeah, because I already got rid of the other rooms. Let's just take down that door. Let's get all this moved out of here. I don't have a terrible lot of decor, especially compared to some people I've seen online. Alright, we got it down to nothing but the entryway. What would be fun here, I wonder? We have the basic front door. I wonder. We could do, starting with an outside room, might be interesting, but how do you're going into a house and it doesn't really explain why you're suddenly back outside, so maybe not. It's a fun idea, but I'd have to really shape up the outside first. Maybe if you had like a portal looking outside, it would take you to just somewhere else. I always like the big octagon rooms. I feel like there's so much space in here, but I think it's just too much to be used for little old me. Maybe we start off with a tower and then have different floors off of that, perhaps? Can I build rooms off of the stairwell? I can. What if I delete the stairwell? No. Okay, if I have a stairwell normally, I cannot build any rooms off of that. Let's delete the stairwell, add empty room, and we'll make our own stairs, I say, with full confidence. Alright, let's have up. I also want to see what this looks like. Can I not put one on top? Oh, it has to come off of... Can I put an empty one on top? Interesting. Okay, so you can only put empties on top of each other. Or matching staircases, I suppose. Let's start off with a nice little tower here. Let's go into customize mode to really feel out the space. think we're going to stick with the mosaic. That seems pretty elvish. Actually, let's get back to the floor plan. Let's get a good foundation before we go too crazy doing that. All right, so you okay, so you own this house. You have a nice little tower going up for 3 stories. You do an apartment style house as if this is a blood elf apartment. And that's why they live together. That's kind of interesting. I'm going to play with that for a little while. It's the best inspiration I've had so far. So what kind of rooms would blood elves let? I feel like they're very circular blood elf houses and rooms with some verticality going up and down. So let's put... I love the idea for a closet for a room. Shove an earthen into a stasis thing. Can I stack small rooms on top of each other? Oh, that would probably put it through that door, so I don't want to do that, actually. Let's just... That's pretty big. A nice little apartment style. What do we think about it? Let's just put one. Let's put one on each. A medium and a oh, we can't do a large because it would probably extend between. So let's take. Delete that. Delete that. We can do a medium here. We could do a small here. And a large here. There we go. That fits in together. That fits quite nicely. I wonder what the octagonal rooms would look like together. Oh, I can't put octagonal rooms in the medium. Not even medium? Oh, come on. That's bunk. That's just... like, the rooms wouldn't even touch. And why can't the evening room go there? Would the ceiling clip one of the higher rooms? I need to understand more about these evening and day rooms. I don't get why. I don't understand. It was lit up for a second. Oh, it just can't go anywhere. There needs to be... I want to see the conditions. Anyway, octagonal rooms suck. That's nice and symmetrical. I do like that. Let's see what they all look like together. All right, we come in. We have our little apartments. Okay. Feeling out the large. Feeling out the $2,000 a month. Okay. 5,000. I could put... Can I put mediums on all sides? I don't think I could. I think it has to be a small. Yeah, because otherwise the mediums spill over. I think the large is perhaps too large. And then we will just model this, I think, for each floor. So let's go up 1 floor. Well, hold on now. Why not? Oh, you know what? I'm out of housing budget. That's what it is. I can't afford those rooms. Okay. Let's get rid of the 3rd floor then, just to give ourselves a little bit more budget. Because the stairwell room is 6. Not crazy expensive, but... There we go. Then we can keep it symmetrical with a medium there. And whenever we expand our budget, we can put the other rooms. Maybe we do tiny rooms? Let's go back to the 1st floor and see what a tiny room looks like. I feel like that's what I had before for Odalin. Yeah, this is just basically a office. Well, this is what I had before, just the bed and everything in one room. But that's not a very comfortable living space. I mean, you can't rent that out. This isn't New York City or London. So let's take that off and make it a There we go. Can we put a hallway between them? Oh, so close to greatness. That would have been really nice. Really? It's just going to block off that? That is a really lazy use of the L shape. I wonder... There we go. That's cool. I want to see it work in reverse. Okay, I'm glad it is smart enough to do that. That's fun. As much as I think that's fun, I would kill my landlord if I had an apartment that connected to somebody else's. A medium room is more than double the budget of a small room. So maybe we should do all small rooms. Don't overwhelm it here. Go up one, take off this medium, and just do small rooms all around. We can fit in a lot more. I think we can even fit in a whole nother floor. Let's give it a shot. Almost. Oh, that would have been fun. A T-shaped junction. That's fun. Look at that. Look at that. That's just good time. Okay, I'm kind of happy with this. I don't have this many horde characters, I think, but we could do something with it. Let's design the doorways now. Let's set all of these to standard. You know, what kind of freak comes into a fantasy game and said, let me redo the housing crisis? Okay. We could do rugged stone all around. Let me see the stone with not orc wall supports. Looks kind of at odds. Oh, that looks horrible. Oh, whoops. That just looks so generic. Very Stormwind style. Can I change the doorway? No. I mean, I can't make it not night elf. Because I like these arches. I like the arches, but I don't care. I mean, I like the moon. I do, but not for a horde house. So let's just do Silver Moon medium. Put that on all of them. And then we'll do... How's the stucco? It's actually not terrible. Do accents maybe in the middle here? Let's do Silver Moon. Silver Moon. Now, do we want this to be a light or medium? The light looks a little too bright. Like there's a spotlight on it. I don't care for that. So let's go back to medium and put that all around. Little Bellameth styles. I forgot about that. We got one for everybody else and 1,000,000 for Bellameth. Yeah, we'll just stick with the blood marble. This needs to be goblin exterior. Goblins are the only ones that would make you live in an apartment. Let's take the floor on the third and put it on the entryway here. I think that might look a little bit better. Okay. Definitely might want to flush this just to make it look a little less dystopic, more broken up. Let's see what we got. I only have 2 beam pillars. Gonna need some more. And now with $3,000 in the trash, let's head back. Oh, that's not my house. Ooh. Oh, God. Oh, so the back wall can influence what the front wall looks like. What if I do this? Interesting. Do I want to make it Bellameth? I do think it looks nice. Silver Moon marble too. Kind of unique with the marble look on it, I think. So otherwise it would look dark and woodsy. Still has that elvish feel to it without being, you know, super gold, super overbearing. Do we keep this room generic? I don't want the rugged. Let's keep it folk medium. I like the way the beams sort of stay into the wall. They're not sticking out too much. It makes it feel more hidden. The rest of these walls can be anything else though. All right. Okay, okay. I'm kind of happy with this. I think we make it dark though. Ooh, that's very dark. But it matches the Bellameth wood. I think the folk light does better with the marble. Let's leave it dark. We're going to keep this room to be Odolin's. So let's make the doorway. We'll keep it folk dark. That's just what the apartment says it has to come with. And we'll leave it rugged stone. Rockin' stone. Okay. I wonder if that's going to affect the room above it. If only I could find out. I think this is how every staircase should be. OSHA would have no complaints. Can I just... Oh, shoot. Construction mishap. Come on. Okay, my jump method is not foolproof. And now we just have a plank. Oh, that actually reaches. There we go. So the vaulted does not affect the other room. That's interesting. I kind of want to do, now that I look at this, a landing in the middle. Do I want a central staircase that spirals up? Or do I want it on the side? I wish it wasn't halfway eaten. Now, why does it partially poke through? Is my flooring uneven? Did you sell me defective floorboards? Oh, maybe if I snapped a grid, it would. There we go. Oh, maybe it won't. It still wants to go in halfway. And it has some Z fighting. I will not allow any fighting. Yeah, the pattern doesn't quite match up. We're going to have to rotate this. This is going to be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Okay, that's kind of how it looks like on the floor. Oh no, what have I done? Okay. No, we're fine. We're fine. I was getting lost. Okay. Am I one elevation tile off? No. No, it's wrong. It's wrong, not me. I'm not wrong. It's wrong. This is a pain in the ass. No! Back up the stairs I go. I didn't think that one through. Here we go. Perfect construction. Hey, no Z fighting. Stop that. Cut out the fighting. Cut that out. Oh, right. Beautiful. Why is it super dark right there? Okay. I'll probably throw a rug over that. We have something in motion. Wally Coyote-ass behavior about to happen. Where do I want to start the stairwell? There we go. Does that look too out of odds? Okay, interesting. I don't hate the mixing of style here. I'm trying to become less of a jerk about that. How do stairwells work? I think a central stairwell would probably be the best solution here. I want to do, what's the budget here on these? 3 and 1. I definitely want to make this out of beams for efficiency's sake, for cost. I could probably stand to make these a lot smaller too. Let's just get to decorating Odolin's room. We'll figure out the stairwell later. He needs a bed. Do we want to be a psychopath and put it directly in line with the front door? Just have it open? I mean, he's an earthen. He might be okay with that. Oh, I gave myself a vaulted ceiling and that's going to be the doom of me, isn't it? Oh no, it still fits. Okay, okay. No, we're saved. We're okay. I think this is a new song. I don't hate it. Ooh. Nice little flourish. I don't like how that looks uneven, but I will endeavor to ignore it for now. Actually, what am I doing? Let's put the walls down and then we'll put the doorway. Okay, okay. It's coming together. Oh, this is also stone. That's more of a light wood. I like the dark wood. Or do we section here? Let's feel it out. Let's feel it out. Okay. So maybe I won't be a psychopath. We put it over here. Nice little private bedroom. Nice little private bed over here. We have another interior doorway. Okay. Feels like another apartment onto itself. Very claustrophobic. Not very earthen style. They start with elevation, the earthen rooms. But I can't go down because they start with usually a higher landing pad and go down. I could start and then go up. Let's do that. Ah, that's way too bright. Let's just give him a nice flagstone. Where's this Hearthstone set? Ah, Silver Moon. I was going to say, let's go get some inspiration. We don't have any wood. They don't have any stone platforms. That would be nice. We just got boulder. And I suppose boulder will have to do. I noticed the sound file, though. The little fire crackling is still playing. Let's see. How do we give some scale to the room? We have an entryway here, okay? We come in. Let's feel it out. We have a little space to the left here. They usually, when you walk in, they have a forge to the left and then a stairwell down. So what if we sort of... We could have the stairwell up here. And we'll cover it with beams. Tuck it into the corner. Oh my gosh. There we go. And then continue. What's the underside of this look like? I forget. Is this flat? Is it the underside flatter? Please. No, it's not. It's even more textured. And now I think we make... We would have... We come in our entryway. This will all be raised, this back half here. So let's have the stair come up here. We'll have this sectioned off as well. And I think maybe this portion is raised. So we'll have another stairwell up. And it'll finally reach the pinnacle there. And then we fill the rest of this with stone. That's a large flat portion right there. Let's flip that on its side. How did this thing get so off-centered? Did I mess with it that much? Buddy, can we... What are these axes, man? There we go. There we go. I'm doing the new house buyer special, building only with boulders. Okay. Let's shrink that down a bit. I don't want that ridge to be seen because that's a very identifiable piece of this boulder. It's very, it sticks out quite a bit. Let's merge that in. It's not bad looking. What's the vision I have? I want the raised part to at least be this square, to be raised. Now, do I want that to extend out here? Sort of envelop the stairwell? That would be kind of interesting. So we should have rocks all the way up here. I'm gonna have to buy so many more boulders, aren't I? Man, I've already funded the boulder economy. Do. And let's just shove a rock in there just to cover that portion up. There we go. I kind of don't hate the way this looks already. But the earthen about carved stone, not natural stone. If this were a druid pathway, that's not so bad. But we're not doing that. Or a shaman pathway. That's very obviously clipping through. That looks a little bit better. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And there I go, messing it up again. I like that. It's a little bit taller than what I need. Okay, that's not bad. I have to really, it's kind of sloping upwards as I make this, and I don't want that to happen either. I want a uniform height. So maybe I should put the flooring down. Plateau, give me the plateau. The one thing I don't care about these platforms They're all just mishmashed. Like you have a line here, a line there, line there, line there, line there, line there. If I wanted a nice looking floor, I have to put each barrier down. I feel like they could have saved us so much grief if it didn't look so mishmash. I feel like World of Warcraft has a little bit of a obsession with poorly made things. Not by saying like the devs made it poorly. I'm saying like the people in Azeroth made it poorly. Like you have clothing with super big loose stitches that just look like it's not holding the garment on, or like the sleeves are gonna fall off because the stitches are so huge. And you have like, this is a Stormwind thing. It's like plank, 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 uneven cuts, diagonal gaps in between the wood here. And same with the Belomath. It's like, would the Night Elves just waste this wood? I mean, these gaps look better, but you still have some parts sticking off. It's just like, you got a piece of plywood like that, you'd be pissed. And I know this isn't a modern time, but we have magic. Almost better. I just think it should look, give us some things that look a little nicer. Like, so many people go through the effort to make entire platforms out of these beams, and I think it really shows. It's like, we think the regular beams just look shitty. The regular platforms just look shitty. Z fighting is rough. And if you don't know what Z fighting is, that's just when you, as you see as I rotate the camera, this part of the beam here fighting to see which one would show. I don't know if other people have found a way around that, but I just feel like it really breaks immersion if you have that. And it doesn't look nice, and I would like it to look nice. So far, so good. Looks more like a pressure-treated deck than anything else, but... Who says I can't give a dwarf a nice pressure-treated deck as a treat? I think we're just going to run this platform all the way back, just to see what it looks like, get a feel for it. Come on, why do the other ones work so well? There we go. No, 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 where are you going? How is that the direction you wanted to go? Yes, the direction it wanted to go, not the direction I wanted it to go. It decides where to go. I'd love to see what people do for stone tiles. I think when that square carpet or rug comes out, that's going to revolutionize it. I think maybe that'd be fun to come back into this build. I have the nice flat stairs or flat platform built here. And then I put the square rugs on it, dye them to look like stone, and we can have tiles or pavers that look nice. I think that looked pretty cool. I hope no one comes to this video hoping to learn how to build. This is how to be tedious and indecisive. Okay, everything looks good so far. Let's finish it off. I had just exactly enough platforms. That's cool. Okay. So now I want the stone to line up with that. So let's do a earthen, the Algari fence. I wonder, let's shrink that down a bit. Nice 80%. Let's see what it looks like sunken in. Ooh. I don't hate that. Gonna need to make more fence posts, but definitely a good foundation. Probably want to have a little chair back there. Do we not have a forge? Where's the bellows sound coming from? That's terrifying. Is it breathing? Trying to get two forge. What's that all about? Have a nice little iron forge chandelier. Now, do we not have any of the earthen forges? Are we for real? For real, for real? Stormwind Forge. That is insanity. I wonder if I can make that look more earthen. Cover up the different stone color. But with what? What would I cover it with? I don't want to use more boulders. I feel like that gets kind of messy. I could turn these sideways, perhaps. Run them along the exterior as plates. That'd be expensive, but that'd be interesting. Run it all the way to the ceiling. That might work. So let's have that laid out. Let's do... I don't want the Frostwall Forge. Because the Earthen kind of had these long, big forges. Let's have that. Oh, wait, where is that venting? Am I allowed to have this per code? Just venting into the neighbor's room? That'd be rude. We'll just have a fireplace that goes up the front corner. Maybe a central? And then have these as iron plates running all the way up. Oh, I can't leave it there to work the room a little bit more? What's happening here? Come on, can you line up? Okay, let's place this one down first. Are we for real right now? Do you just hate me? What is this builder thing smoking? Oh. There is an earthen bed. Oh no. Probably come in, have his have his supplies here. Maybe I could put like some tools or some ore, some coal. Because that's going to need a lot of coal. So I can find something that looks like coal. I can slap that into a forge bin box. Probably want to shrink those down. That looks kind of lame, but we'll just keep it there for right now. He's not from Gundergaz. He's from the top. I just have my friend right there. Just nice. Oh, is it? It's 2 earth in for 1. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. That's so creepy. Do we not have a Dornagal door? Guess we don't have a lot of doors. Ominous. Maybe we could shrink down a lot of these and maybe put them inside the boxes as a decoration. That'd be interesting. Continue the platforms up here. Oh, the rug doesn't like to go up. Okay. I'll have to physically move that rug up later. Continue the beams, put some stuff up there, put a little lantern. You know, I'm just going to keep it like this, just have my ghost room. Put a table there, we'll shrink that down to fit better. I think it's coming together. Let's see about the beams. Oh, I don't want to remove all of it yet. Do they have a stone table? That's wooden. Wooden. See here, like, look at that stitching. To hold the rug onto the trim is huge. Why is it like that? Why can we weave the rest of the design here, but we have these gigantic stitches with 3 feet in between them? It just looks bad. I wonder if that could be flipped over. Then you have a steamy sound effect the whole time. I could have a crystal walkway up. Yeah, let's get rid of all that. And then let's see about... I don't want too many sound effects going on. I mean, that very obviously looks like a table. What does this look like underneath? Come on, do you mind, please? It's really low textured. compared to like, oh, the other side with a little moss and cracks and texture detail and weathering. It's just nothing. I fear most things are probably going to look like that. A gem step way up. We're going to have to sit on this one a little bit, but I like the progress so far. I think this will be where we hold the build for now. We'll come back later as we get some more updates. Thank you for watching along. This was made for one person in mind. I hope they enjoy it. If you enjoy it too with them, well, comment below and tell them you liked it as well. Thanks.